Hello, 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 hello. How are you doing, everybody? Let me see. Where am I? Well, I know where I am. How are you all doing out there? Hello, hello. There we go. It's just waiting for YouTube to kick in. So YouTube has kicked in. So yay! I am now broadcasting on StreamYard and YouTube. Mm. Oh, you poor thing. By all means, lie down. So, how is everybody doing? I'm doing good, doing good. Had a good week. Had a very stressful week, uh, culminating in medical appointment on Wednesday. That was the whole stress. So, I've been coming down from that day. It still got me. I'm still anxious and I'm still really tired. So, I know I'm not sleeping very well, but I'm getting better every day. But Wednesday was very hard on me, but got through it. And my hubby took care of me. He said, "What do you want to do after?" We had tentative. He had made tentative plans with people, and I said, "No, I just want to go home." And he said, "Okay, let's go home. No judgment, no anger. Just we went home. It was awesome because that's all I wanted. I just wanted to go home after that appointment. So we came home. And before you worry, no, I don't have cancer. I don't have anything bad. It was an extraction. It was just hard. So due to my PTSD. So it was hard going to a doctor I've never met. It was hard going to a doctor's office I've never been to. Um, it was just hard, you know. Agoraphobia doesn't, I don't leave my house because I don't like being outside. Yet I love outside. I love outside. I do. I wish I could go outside more in the summer, but I'm working on it. But Wednesday was really hard, but I'm getting better. I'm feeling better. Just still tired, and my anxiety is really high, which means my blood pressure is probably high because I seem to find there's a link there. Maybe other people knew it or not. I don't know, but it was new to me. But high blood pressure is very new to me, so it's not something that I've been diagnosed with, no, but it's been there. So 145 over 70 is kind of high. So yeah, I was literally shaking, so I got through it. But yeah, I just felt like going home after. So we came home. We did the 2.5 hour drive there for a medical appointment, and hubby got to visit with his brother, which was awesome. And then I was done and we went home. And I feel bad about that because that's just, we were there in Saskatoon. Could have done so much more. We could have seen people. But no, I had to go home because I was just done. I get so frustrated with myself. But anyway, that's me. You didn't come all this way just to talk to me and listen to me, and hear about me and my mental issues, I'm sure. So, needless to say, if I just kind of start staring off into the distance, it's just my head. My head is I'm having trouble doing anything. I mean, I'm crocheting a top, started crocheting another neck thing for the little dog. I started a diamond painting. I got no room to do a diamond painting. Don't ask me how come I'm doing a diamond painting. Oh, Robert, that's horrible. How rude. Hope you said that under your breath as he was walking away. Oh, woo. I grew up in a pet store. I had to deal with customer service every stinking day of my life. No, the customer's not always right. Yes, I will tell them, which means I'm really not cut out for customer service because I don't lie. Yes, you are too stupid to have a guinea pig if you want to iron its fur. Put the guinea pig in a box and send it back. I'm sorry, I'll never forget that woman. I never will. I'm sorry, but can I have a curly haired guinea pig. Can I iron the hair so it's flat? It's a guinea pig. Why the hell would you bring any kind of heating implement anywhere near its skin? Jeez. And yes, I was talked to many times by my mother about my attitude. But most of the time, I had a good reason for my attitude, so she stopped lecturing me and kind of actually started listening to what was really going on. And she couldn't fault me for anything after that. She just couldn't because I'm sorry, the customer's an asshole. I suck at customer service. I really do. I make no I used to be really, really good at it. Because like I said, I grew up with customer service. I grew up in a pet store, literally. So I dealt with customers on a daily basis from the time I was 4 years old until the time I was 23, 24, and stopped going to the pet store. So, you know, good for you. You do win. You are awesome because you did. You didn't sink to his level. Good for you. See, I would have, because I'm just mean like that. No, because I just have no patience. Like, I had to listen to customers come in, and if they didn't like something, they would literally take it out on my mom. And I had to stand behind her because I'm sorry, but that's my mom. I'm really protective of her. And listen to the tirades against her. And then when I would go out, sometimes these customers would see me out and about and they'd come up to me and they'd say, "Your mom's a bitch." Like, mind my French, sorry, but that's what they'd say to me. Imagine a kid growing up like that. That's how I grew up. So, no, the customer's not always right, and I will tell them in some kind of polite way to do so. I can make it sound like I'm giving them, I just give a lot of advice. But good for you for being quiet. I wouldn't have been. I don't have any patience for customer service anymore. I appreciate it, and I thank those who are kind to me because I try and be kind back because I've worked in customer service. But I, yeah, anyway, good for you. You do win. That's awesome. So how else is your day going? My day's gone good. I made a couple of shorts this week. So if you want, go take a look at them. Yeah, I know. I worked for IBM for 4.5 years till I walked away because I was burnt out. They burnt me out. So I understand. I do understand. I was very polite on the phone when I was working for IBM. Yeah. In fact, I had my manager tell me he wished he had a whole help desk full of me. He'd meet every quota he had because missing quotas, I couldn't handle that. No, sorry, not on my watch. I'll pull an all-nighter, get them all done, you bet. That's what I used to do for IBM, work all night when I had to. But the pay was good, so it wasn't a bad deal. And I worked from home, so that was even better. It sucked when I had to go in, cover a shift, or when I had to do the midnight shift, um, and I had to work downtown. Although driving the commute was fine because there was no other traffic on the road, or very little. We are talking Edmonton, so very little. Um, it was hard going into the office at 3 o'clock, leaving your kids alone. So, and okay, they were old enough to be left. They were, but you still worry. I was much happier when I was left, when I was made remote worker and I was able to work from home. My productivity increased by tenfold. My focus increased. I was able to get so much more done because I wasn't worrying in the back of my mind, oh, or getting distracted by other people. I had an actual office, my old office, my mom's old office desk, which is a great big neat wooden thing, the corner type desk. Oh, it was huge. I liked that desk. And I had my dad's old office chair. And I had my laptop, my IBM laptop set up there, and a printer set there, and the router set there. I had the living room window right there, and the front door right there. And yeah, I worked out of my living room for 4.5 years. It was awesome. I liked my time at IBM because it taught me a lot, but I'm glad I don't work for them anymore. They really did burn me out. So, and the manager I had didn't know how to manage his employees very well, so he did burn me out. I should really have taken him aside and given him some tips because I've managed people since I was 15, so I probably should have given him some pointers, but I didn't feel that was my place. I mean, I thought IBM would take care of that, upper management. I mean, come on, you tapped him to be, because he was the same level I was. We all were. We came in at the same time, and then they started tapping people for supervisory positions. But those of us that were really good on the phone, they kept us on the phone. So, hey, Rudy, how are you? My dad's birthday was April 18th. Be nice, Robert. Don't get lost, Rudy. So, yeah, IBM burnt me out, but it was an okay time. It taught me a lot. So, yeah, but yeah, I've been having a hard time this week. From Wednesday on, Monday and Tuesday were good. They were, other than anxious. me being anxious about Wednesday, they were good days. Then Wednesday came, was better than my expectations. But that being said, you also can't, it's really hard to hype yourself up to go out to get an invasive medical procedure done. Like, it's just, so yeah, it's just really hard. Cool. I will look at it. I heard the ding. I didn't know who it was. Do 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 do. Ah. Oh, sorry about that, folks. I had to answer. And I'm really a slow typer. I really am a slow typer. So yeah, just wanna say hi to everybody out there. I am having a good day. It's just been a hard week, and I'll get over it. I'll bounce back. It's the meds are doing what they can, but let's face it. I mean, agoraphobia is a bitch to work through. Mind my French. This is going to be an adult show, obviously. Most of my shows are. I will be swearing. Cool. Thank you, Rudy. Wow, 5 days a week. Yeah. Yeah, no, I agree to a 4 day work week, 3 day weekend, um, and switch the hours. I think that's awesome myself. I've had a few weeks like that, but most of the time I was a 5 day a week girl. Yeah. When I got into IBM is when I got to enjoy shifts. And that was for the beginning. And then they switched us all to something else. I don't know. Maybe I was still on shift work, but I didn't have to worry about timing myself. I just had to say, I'm here, and then say, bye, I'm not here anymore at the end of the night. Uh, so, yeah, let me see, I'm crocheting a top, and I started diamond painting, and since Wednesday, I've been trying to spend a lot of time in my computer because it really does help me work things out. But because of everything I'm going through, my attention span is like not even I can't stay focused. It's really hard for me to stay focused on one thing. So I'm bouncing between everything. When I game, I try to sit down and game for a couple hours. Well, it's not doing its thing for me. I find myself pausing my game, getting into my phone. Then I lose 45 minutes, an hour, because I'm in my phone. I'm surfing. Uh, I'm surfing Facebook. I'm watching Reels. I'm in Instagram. You know, I'm in TikTok. I'm not. Whereas when I usually am with it and on an even keel, when I game and I want to game for a couple hours, I do. There's no problem. My focus is 100%, but not lately. Nope. So I've been having a hard time with that. So I've been crocheting, then I get into my phone, then I've been working on the computer, then I get into my phone, then I crochet, and then I get into my phone. It's just how it's been. It just drives me nuts, but it is what it is. So I've been coping as best I can, just letting it come rather than sitting here, kicking myself in the butt. I'm just accepting what it is and just allowing, the energies to flow. Whatever. It'll all get done in time. Like today, I finished another neck cuff for Little Bit because the first one I made for her is huge. So compared to her little itty bitty neck. So I made another one, but I'm gonna have to stitch it on her. But it'll work. So that's the important thing. I think it'll come off over her head. I don't know. But I was going to stitch it on her with a blood needle, of course. I don't ever use anything sharp near my puppies, except for the nail clippers. Yeah. Oh, and I have curved, blunted scissors for a little pair of blunt scissors for the fur on my puppy's paws. Because I have one of those little tiny trimmers. Well, it's too freaking small for Gus's paws. I'm so much better just, holding the fur and go snip, snip, snip. It's a lot faster. So that's what I do. Rather than use a little clipper which head is only about that big. Like seriously. Because they're meant to get into the paws, right? But they're meant to get into the toe beans. But yeah, I just find scissors and cutting the hair myself so much faster for Gus. So that's what I do. I'm actually looking for a different style of scissors, but I haven't found them yet. My mom had a pair, and when she sold the pet store, of course, she didn't keep any of her scissors. She didn't keep anything. She let it all go. And it's like, really? Like, couldn't you have told me? I would have come and I would have grabbed some stuff. But no. By this time, the store was in Stony Plain, and I was in Saskatoon. But no, that kind of sucked because I would have liked some memorabilia from the pet store. I do have some. I got some newspaper articles. I've got some pictures. Like I found a picture today of my old cockatoo. Mm. Oh, let me find him again. Am I in the right place? I thought I was here. Really did thought I was here, but it looks like it's not. Oh, it's in this one. That's why. Okay, where are you? What is that? That's our old citrus-encrusted cockatoo named Fred. He was an awesome, awesome bird. My dad, he came to us wild. He was about 2 years old, maybe a year and a half, and not tame. And I don't know if he was wild caught or bred. I don't know any of that because they didn't breed a lot of parrots back then. They were just starting to. A lot of pet stores still got wild caught at that time because we're talking like years ago, decades. So anyway, when he came in, he'd bite, he'd go and attack you if you put your hand in his cage. He was not really vicious, I would say, but mom was getting sick and tired of getting bit by him because he's a cockatoo and those beaks hurt. So she told Dad to do something about that bird because Dad was an animal whisperer. He just had a way with animals. So he got Fred to the point where you could put a stick in the cage and Fred would go onto the stick and then you could pull him out and put him on your arm from the stick and he would go on your arm. But sometimes he would come up your shoulder and bite your ear, bite your cheek, bite your lip, bite your nose, you know? So you had to watch him. Well, Dad started getting really busy. And so I took over. And it was really cool because Fred and I, we bonded on some kind of level. We bonded. I knew what he was thinking. You know, every day after school, I go into the bird room, well, the animal room really, because we kept them all there. And I'd let him out of his cage, and he'd climb around and terrorize the budgies and the finches. And Mom would tell me to get him down because the cockatiels would peck at his feet. And yeah, then I'd walk around with him in my arms like a little baby. He let me put him on his back. He danced with me all the time. We danced together. Oh, he was an awesome bird. I loved him. Loved him. Oh, Robert, I know. I know how that is. Don't worry about it. Try not to think about it. Try putting it out of your mind. I know how that is, though. I do. I do. It's not easy being awesome. 'Cause that's what you are. You're awesome. No, I had that bird trained within 6 months. I don't know. It was just cool. One day, these group of kids came in and I had left um Fred to walk top loose so he could walk atop the cages for a bit. And these kids came in and I don't know what they did because he's never done this. He had never done this before, but they did something. They pissed him off and he flew at the window trying to attack them. Nobody was there to see. Mom was at the till. I was in the office working on homework, and I think Elaine, who was our help, was Mom's helper assistant, was in the fish. Like there was nobody there, and this was before cameras and crap. So we don't know what happened, but there was this loud bang. Mom came out from behind the desk to go, well, the register to go see what was going on. Saw the smear of blood on the window, looked down, saw that it was Fred, and uh, he had hurt his beak. It was bleeding and profusely at that time, and he was on the ground, and he wouldn't let her get near him. He wouldn't let anybody get near him. He was hissing, his wings were out. He was ready to attack anybody who got too close. And all I remember is Mom coming too close to the office. She didn't even come in the office. She just came close and she called through the through the wall, Trish, get into the pet room and go get your bird. He's not letting anybody near him. And then when I came out, she told me the rest as we walked into the pet room. And when I got him, he was like, his wings were out and he was hissing and he was hopping and he was hissing, but his beak was steadily dripping blood. And mom shoved a towel in my hands to wrap him up in. I don't know. I just tossed the towel over my shoulder. What am I going to use with that? And I grabbed his wings and I folded his wings into his body so I could pick him up. And I picked him up. I brought him into me. I didn't think anything of it. It was Fred, right? He's not going to hurt me. And he didn't. He calmed right down. He let me put him on his back. I bundled him up in the towel and like a baby, I swaddled him in the towel like a baby. I laid him in my arms so he was laying down like a baby and his face was up. Mom and I started doctoring him, and it was it was something. It was something. But yeah, I remember that. I was so worried about him that day that I didn't know if like I wanted to sleep at the pet store. Mom wouldn't let me. So yeah, I was very upset with her that night because I wanted to sleep at the pet store and she wouldn't let me. And then that summer, just a few months later, we went on holidays and we were in Lethbridge, and I knew something happened. I woke up one morning and I looked at Mom and I said, "You need to call the store. Something happened." And she tried to shrug it off, but I seriously kept at her, "Call the store." And as soon as 8:30 rolled around and she knew somebody would be there to pick up the phone, she called, and it was Elaine, and the store had been broken into, and they took Fred. They took Fred, they took a cage, they took the right food, and that was all they took. They were just there to steal Fred because I had him trained now. And they can make a lot of money out of him. We lost 3 parrots that way. So got an idea who stole Fred too. Pox on her if it's really her who did it. Because I thought she was my friend. But that's who Mom says it was because the cops told her that's who it was. So I don't know. I don't know. But it sucks when you're young and you're so naive you believe everything anybody tells you. Yes, because I was naive. I was really young and I was naive and I believed everything she told me. Damn that woman. So yeah, my beautiful cockatoo. I loved him. He was so awesome. I developed very deep bonds with animals. And yeah, I developed a deep bond with that Fred. So we had a scarlet macaw named Rufus. Um, and we had a green one, a green Connor. But Rufus was, again, untrained, came to us, and we got him tamed. And not trained, but we got him tamed so you could handle him, and boom, then he was stolen. And yeah. Hey, honey, I'm just talking about the pet store. I found a picture of my old cockatoo, Fred, that I tell you about all the time. Well, not all the time, but I've mentioned him once or twice. So at least I have a picture of him. and I have memories of them, so that's nice. I'll have to put them in. I'll have to take a picture of the picture and put it in scrapbooking when I get to scrapbooking. I won't get to scrapbooking until I get this room done. I'm not going to get this room done any quick. I'm not getting it done any quicker. Oh, the dog food. Dog food. Yes, he was a bird. He was a parrot. He was a beautiful bird. See, I found it today. This is Fred. That's Fred. Probably taken in like 89, 80. Yeah, 81. I want to say 88, but no, maybe. Hmm, I don't know. I got a picture of him, so that's awesome. Just reminiscing. Robert started it. He got me going on customer service. And you know how I feel about customer service. Now the customer is not always right. Now how I believe in correcting their thought patterns when they're wrong. So yeah, that got me thinking about customer service, which got me to the pet store, which got me to reminisce because it wasn't all bad. I mean, who got to say they got to play with parrots every day? You know, who got to say they got to play with kittens? I've tamed feral kittens. I've tamed parrots. I've bred and tamed budgies. Show budgies, may I say. They were beautifully colored budgies. Beautifully colored. And, yeah, got to play with snakes. So it wasn't a bad upbringing, but, you know, they didn't take the place of having friends. And I didn't have a lot of friends. So I think it would have been better having friends because I don't get people. I just don't. I spent most of my childhood with animals because I would be in the pet room. Yeah, doing stuff. I don't know how long I'm going to be on. I'm kind of not feeling it tonight. I'm very introspective. That's never a good place to be when you're live. You know what I mean, jelly beans? But I will try because I want to be here at least an hour, not half an hour. And just over half an hour now, so 24 hours. Yeah, right, Robert. Not, not, so not. Let's just not. Not, not. Oh, I hope that doesn't bother you, but I had to turn on a fan because it's a little stuffy in here. Because there's a lot of heat being radiated. Even though it's not a warm day outside, that window is warm. It's warm sitting in front of this window. So, had to turn on the fan. Oh, that's better. See, I started a diamond painting. I started a shirt for me, a tank top. I'm still working on my brother's blanket, except hubby made me bring it up here, so I don't know when I'll work on it, but we'll see. We'll see. Um, yeah. Like I said, I just can't keep my mind on anything. Like, wow. I'm not giving you 24 hours. No, 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 no. I couldn't do that. That would be too much. That would be way too much. 23 hours. How about zero? How about one? Okay, we'll do one. 1 hour tonight. I just don't think I'm up for company. That's why. I'm obviously too introspective, and it's just never good to be introspective on live television. In front of a live camera, because you never know what you're gonna say because you're introspective. I could lay out my deepest, darkest secrets out here, and you don't know them. That would be so shocking. I couldn't do that. Not like I have deep, dark secrets. Okay, who am I kidding? I do. uh, yeah. And they secret they will remain. Yes. My ogre is now online. He's gaming. He's logged on to Steam. We don't play the same games, but he's not a gamer like I'm a gamer. Like Fridays, usually gaming day. From the time I get up, after I watch Krista at Secret Yarnery, her live, I generally turn off YouTube and I generally turn on my game and I'm gaming for the whole day until late at night because it's Gaming Friday. It's tradition. I've been gaming on Friday nights ever since I was working. Well, actually, since I went to school. Because that used to be the night that I would give myself to game. Because Saturday I had to do running around, and then it was the final push for homework, so I didn't have to do any on Sunday. So I had a system all worked out. Because I was a student going through school for 4 years with two kids, single mom, two kids going through school for 4 years. Year one was my adult 12. I got my adult 12 with a 98 average. And I got and then it was a 3-year IT course. And I got my IT diploma with distinction. They didn't do percentages, they did distinctions. But I heard later I was the highest marked female. So that was cool. So yeah. Why would you hit the modem, ogre? He's always threatening to turn off the router. No turning off of the router, that would really seriously mess things up. That would be bad. So, yeah, I'm gonna game when I get off this because I just See, I could just lose myself in my head just like tonight. It is just bad. There's just I especially being up here because there's so many things that I can do, and not one of them is helpful. And my palm is itchy. Last time my palm was itchy, I got money in 2 days. Ooh, my palm is itchy. So I hope you guys had a good week. I hope you guys are having a wonderful Saturday and a good Saturday night. I am going to try and have a good Saturday night. Not to say that I'm not having a good time right now. I am, but you know what I mean. When I get off of here, I'm going to try and have a good Saturday night. But we'll see because I'm so very, very not right. I don't know how to describe it. I'm not right now. So I cannot keep my mind on track on anything for any time length of time. It sucks. Like I was killing earlier or gaming earlier, but every so often I'd have to pick up my phone and then I was gone for 45 minutes while my game's kind of like just sitting there. No, my mind is all over the place. It's like trying to herd squirrels. Yeah, just trying to herd a herd of squirrels. Speaking of squirrels, does anyone know how to really get rid of squirrels? Because we have a couple of real fat ones that are getting fat off of our bird seed, and they're stubborn creatures. They know there's food there and they're going to go for the food. Don't you touch my frickin' fan, Ghosty. I am watching you. Just, my fan just wobbled. My fan is steady in my desk drawer and it just wobbled. Stupid ghost. The other day I'm in the kitchen, the pot lid flew off the counter. I was on the other side of the kitchen. It flew off the counter. There was nobody else in the kitchen. And he says, "What was that crash?" "Oh, nothing, just the ghost threw the pot lid at me." Threw the pot lid at you. Oh. I don't know what to say. Something through the pot lid. I prefer to, instead of using the word something, I prefer just to call a spade and say the ghost. Because it just, the spirit, the ghost, whatever it is, it threw the pot lid. So, yeah. And then it just touched my fan. So, it's not good. But I'm not scared of it. They can't hurt you. Ghosts can't hurt you, but they can scare you. But they can't hurt you. But you could die of fear. But they can't hurt you. They can't hurt you. But they can lead you to your death. But they literally can't hurt you. It's just the things that they can do. Yeah, okay. Anyway, sorry. I fully believe actually that ghosts can't hurt you. And if you keep your head around a ghost, which is possible, although they're kind of freaky, um, it's good for you if you can keep your head around a ghost. Good for you. Keep it up. Don't let them scare you. Don't think about them a lot either when they're there, because when they manifest and they're there, the more you think about them or the more you react in fear to them, you make them a little stronger at the time. They feed off your emotion. So, yeah. And if you don't believe in ghosts, good for you. I believe because I know there's things that go bump in the night, and I could tell you stories that'll raise hair on your head. You don't have to believe them, but they happen to me, and I don't lie. Take whatever you want out of that. But yeah, I grew up in Fort McMurray. Fort McMurray was known for having a lot of otherworldly things happen. Um, it was covered, not ringed, but covered in a cloud of negativity. Uh, it fed off of it. It had gotten so strong that it fed off of the negativity in the town. There was always negativity in a mining town. Always. You get greed, you get sex, you get drugs, you get rock and roll. It can all be negative. And Fort McMurray was a fast-paced mining town. Yep. And the local bar, the best bar in town as far as I'm concerned. Well, there was two good bars. There was the Riv and there was Diggers. And the Riv was great until the Hatchet murder. Yes, an actual woman was killed in the Riv. Well, she was still alive when they took her to the hospital, I guess, but she had a hatchet in her head. She did not make it. Her husband was tried, convicted, and he was sent to jail. But who wants to go to the bar? That, right? The bikers did. So that was the biker bar. Rough, rough bar. I learned how to play pool there and drink rye. But let me see. Diggers. Diggers was where it was happening. It was the happening place. It was awesome. We had so much fun in Diggers. Yep. I had fun before I was legal to have fun, and then they found out I was 18. Don't go to the bar you've been going to when you turn 18. Yeah. And it really sucks when everybody knows your mom because they watched you grow up because you're the pet store kid. Because I was the pet store kid. Butch remembered me. Butch was the manager at the bar. I couldn't get away with anything at the bar because Butch would tell my mom. Do you know how many times I woke up on Sunday to be sat at the kitchen table and berated for something that I did the night before or Friday night, like to bar, mom? We all act like that. If your friends fell off a cliff, would you do it too? Well, maybe. If Roxanne was dragging me with her, I probably would go over the edge too. Roxanne was my bestie at the time. I'd known her. I've known her since she was 5. Seriously, true story. Unfortunately, friendships go away, and we had a falling out years ago. And I did, when I went back to McMurray, try to walk across that bridge again, but she was only interested in broadsiding me and hitting me with elbows, verbal little barbs. She invited me to this little luncheon party and she sat there the whole 2 hours flinging barbs at me. My friend, stay. We're besties because she doesn't leave me. Wow, really? Good for you. I didn't leave. I got married and we moved away. And then I just didn't come back when he left. But yeah, so that friendship went away. Oh well, we were young. I keep friends much better now. Got a group of good friends, and we'll always be there for each other. I am very appreciative. And I have you guys now. What's that? My phone just blinked on. I don't know why. Oh, that's okay. That's okay. My network is telling me something new just joined. That's okay, because that's hubby, I think. Or it's something in Todd's room. It's nobody actually outside joining our network because they can't crack my password. We don't have anybody here who can do that. So our little village is dying. It kind of sucks. Although we're getting an RO system hopefully in June. We've only been waiting for years. I guess about 3 years ago it was supposed to be put in. And then last year we got told it would be this year. And then February we were told it would be this spring. And now this spring it's pushed to end of June, which is summer. So, but it'll be nice having drinking water. Yes, I don't have drinking water. I don't have running hot water. I have running water, but you don't want to drink it. Nope. Although now it's pretty clear you may be able to drink it. It's hard to say. But yeah. No. I know what I forgot to do. I forgot to share this out on my Facebook page. I gotta do that. Share me out on the Facebook page. Share me out on the Facebook page. Share in a post, create post. Wait, share. Facebook. Doobie 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 doo. Do, 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 do. There we go. There we go. Oh, what's this? Okay. There you go. Thank you for your patience, everybody. I just managed to share this out to my Facebook because I forgot to do that this when I started. So yeah. So I called my band this week. That was something. And they actually called me back. They returned my call. I was actually really impressed. Yeah. I asked them specifically about this cows and plows settlement that's going to be coming. Because there's a lot of talk about it. And nobody really knows anything. But I think I was talking to the chief. But whoever I was talking to, they had some answers for me. So that was nice. Now I know I still got to wait, but it is coming. They're waiting on the government. And of course, let's face it, the government wasn't working for quite a few months here. Government hasn't been working for what, since February? And we just got back in there with a new PM who is in Rome right now, in case you're all wondering. He's in Rome with his family, having a holiday. Isn't that nice of him? Yeah. Off to go talk to the new Pope. Yay for him and his family. Anyway, it'll be really nice when government actually starts working and doing something. Because apparently my band is waiting on the minister to sign the documents. And once the minister signs the documents, it goes back to the chief and council, and they have a vote, a ratification vote with the band members, and that includes off reserve band members also, of which I am one. So that's nice. So as soon as I'm asked to vote on something by my band, that'll be 2 steps closer to me getting hopefully a nice payout. And this is all because the government never did what they were supposed to do in 18 something. They made some promises, certain promises that were never fulfilled, and geared toward keeping us poor and always in need, and worked really well. We haven't been able to find independence because we're always so poor and in need. So, but yeah, so hopefully that money isn't just a daydream and it will come down the pipe. I'm hoping, because it's supposed to be a substantial amount, and we could really use it, because then I could fix my car and I could fix the truck and I could fix this house. A little bit in the house. Like get a furnace and hot running water, a hot water heater. That's it. And maybe a couple of windows. We'll see. We'll see. It all depends. Because I don't know what the vote's going to do. I don't know what chief and council is going to do. They may decide to keep a chunk of that money and just leak keep a chunk of the money and disperse the rest out to the band members, which would seriously affect how much we all get. But that's what I suspect they will do, rather than splitting up 51 million between the band members, of which it's a small band. I think we have like 500 members, maybe a little bit more than 500 members, maybe 550 something. I was actually on the website earlier today and I read that number and I just can't remember. But there's some on reserve and then there's some off reserve. Most are off reserve. But when they get the signed document from the government, then they're going to plan a series of meetings with the off reserve band members, and you have to pick a meeting that's closest to you. Like there'll be one in Saskatoon, there'll be one in Regina, there'll be one at the band hall itself, there'll be one which is on the treaty land. there will be one. He said somewhere in BC and maybe somewhere in Manitoba. I don't know, but those spots for sure. And Saskatoon, Regina, like band office. And those are information meetings to tell us what is being offered and what our options are. And then we get called for a vote. Not at that meeting. We all go home and then the band gets us together or something. I don't know how that vote's going to happen, but we vote on what we want done. What we learned from the meeting. We vote on that. And then from that vote, then we get whatever that vote says. We get however much that vote says is all divided between all the band members, and then we all get a piece of whatever that is. So I don't know. It's a long time. Well, not a long time, but a lot of steps between here and there. The chief is hoping it'll be done before summer or before fall. He's hoping it's done by fall. That's it. He's hoping it's done by fall. That would be nice. I'll hope it's done by fall too, but it's the government. I'm not very hopeful. So we'll see. We'll see. You having fun, little pup? Okay, you don't need to do that. You can stop. No, you can stop. I got your toes. I got your toes. Boop, boop. I got your toes. I got your toes. Playing with a little bit in case you're wondering whose toes do I have. I have her toe beans. Oh. There she is. There she is. You're hot. Hmm? Oh, thank you. Thank you. You're being very loving right now. Yes, you are. She's being very loving. She has a cuff around her neck that I did because she's getting sores around her neck and she keeps scratching them. So I made her this cuff out of kobu, which is very, very good. It's a soft cotton bamboo mixture, and it is I have a ball close by so I could frickin' read it. You think I could find it right now? Nope, I don't know where that ball of kobu went. Nope, no kobu there. Where did it go? Nope. Anyway, it's supported by Naughty Knickers, which is a cancer. There it is. Kobu. Knitted Knockers. Approved by Knitted Knockers. So, yeah, kobu. That's made with cotton and bamboo. Hey, Rudy, thank you. So, yeah. Yay. we're living day by day. See toe beans, toe beans, toe beans, toes. See your little toes, 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 toes. Oh, you're such a loving puppy. Yes, you are. Such a loving little girl. She is. She's so sweet. She listens really good, except for when I want to bring her in. But she's learning. I'm really happy with how she's turning out, behavior wise. She's not too yappy. She's discovered her voice, though. She's not too yappy. She gets yappy when she's outside. And that will be a bit of an issue late at night, early in the morning. But I'm trying to get there before she yaps too much. Because I don't want to be known as the house with the yappy dog. That's just no. But she tends to yap a bit when she's outside. That's not good, like I said. So she doesn't spend a lot of time outside because she yaps, but also because she's not an outside dog. I don't feel I should let her outside very often. Only to do her business, pretty much, unless I'm with her. Yeah, only supervised outings for them. Yeah, only supervised outings. Hi, let's put you back in your thing. Put you back in your slouch, your shrug, your sack. Oh, trying to find the right word sometimes too. You would swear that I don't know how to speak English. Really? What you doing? I tried putting you in the sack, but you don't want to seem to be in the sack. You getting tired of being in the sack? Yeah. Hi. You getting tired of being in the sack? She is. She is. Hey, do you need outside? Hmm? Outside pooping peeing? No. Okay. You're good. She's good. But you want out of her sack. I got a Gussie behind me. It was like right behind me. No, not too bad. Stop being so toothy. Now she's chewing on me. Hey Tracy, how you doing? Welcome in. Good to see you. I'm having a moment here with the puppy because she was chewing on me. Now she's giving me "I'm sorry, Mom" kisses, and they're not working. Oh. How's your night, Tracy? My night's been going. Yeah, it's been going. I'm going to hop off here actually because I gotta take the puppies outside. Um, they've had enough. So it's kind of hot and stuffy in here. I think that's partially why. Because she's acting up. And she's not sitting well. So on that note, I'm sorry, but I gotta go. So I hope you all have a wonderful night. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Happy long weekend to those who are in Canada because Monday is Victoria Day. So raise a nice cool one for Queen Victoria's birthday, which is not on that day, but that's okay. That's when we're celebrating it, darn it. So yeah, what are you doing? Stop it! Sorry, she's trying to bite me now. She's getting peckish. So, well, not peckish. She's getting bitey. She doesn't want to be in her sack anymore. So, okay, so I'm going to let you all go. So have a good night. Talk to you all later. Bye now. See you next week.